What's up guys, the Hawkmoon is back. In this video I'll be breaking down how to get the weapon and find all the feathers, which is one of the main parts of the questline. So to start off this questline, you have to go to the spider on the Tangled Shore, and he will give you the exotic questline that starts all this stuff to get Hawkmoon. And the first step will be picking up a bunch of feathers. The first one will be outside of Spider's lair, which is where you sparrow into the area right before you have to get off your sparrow. On this little crate is the first feather you have to pick up, and there'll be 6 of them along the way. The second one will be in the sludge on the EDZ. So you go and load that, and for all these clips I'm going to play them so you can see where I go. And this one is pretty straightforward. You just spawn in, go forward, and it's going to be up in this building where this blueberry is already at on my screen. So pretty easy so far. Then the third one will be on the Cosmodrome by the steps where you spawn in, and you pretty much spawn in and just jump straight up. And pretty easy, straightforward once again. Spawn in right above you on this rubble. Then the fourth one, the one on the Dreaming City, pretty much where you begin Last Wish, or the Blinding Well. So you spawn in, drive up here, and it's gonna be in the corner right by the main entrance. So once again, they're all pretty straightforward. If you looked at the riddle for description, you might be able to figure it out by yourself if you wanted to do it that way, but obviously this video is showing you exactly where they're at. And right here is the fourth one. Fifth one will be on the moon, and I think earlier in the video I said 6, but I believe this is the last one, so there's 5. And this one will be quite a bit away, so I sped it up a little bit, and you guys can watch it if you want, if you need to know where it is. If not, the commentary will continue on the next clip. So once you're done with that, you go back to Crow, and you're done with all the feathers, and now you're going to start doing a different mission. And this mission, the first one will be on the sludge, just like we were before. And this area in the mission is really cool, so I'm definitely not going to try to spoil too much of it, because there's a lot of lore and things going on. But after that, you gotta go back to Crow. And if you haven't noticed yet, pretty much every other step is go back to Crow. So there's really only 5 steps on the second part of this. And this time he's going to tell you to get Orbs of Power. And the way to do this is just use a Masterwork Orb or use your super. And I just went to the Lost Sector and got double kills with a Masterwork weapon. And every single time I got an Orb. So you have to kill roughly 100 things. So I did the Lost Sector about 2 times, depending on which one you're doing. Then yet again back to Crow. And now this time he's going to want us to go do something else. I see what this is because I don't remember. It is, you have to investigate the coordinates on the EDZ, and this time it's not the sludge, it's going to be in the Trostland, which is the spawn in the right corner. And this is yet another unique area that hasn't been in the game before, so definitely experience this for yourself if you want to. But here is the gameplay, because you have to collect more feathers along the way, and they're pretty straightforward. But if you just need help, I sped up the gameplay a little bit, and you can watch, or you can skip ahead to the next step in the video. Then after that, once again, back to Crow to do another thing. And we're getting pretty close, only a few more steps. And this next step is defeating champions, and this is going to be the bulk of the farming for the questline. So you can do champions or guardians in Gambit or Crucible, but we obviously did champions. We did the 12-20 ordeal this week, which is Inverted Spire, and it has Unstoppable, then also Anti-Barrier. So we used Lament, then also someone with a hand cannon to stop the champions. Every single champion, as you'll see, counts for 3%, which means you have to do 33 champions, which is quite a lot. If you're in a fire team of 3, what you can do is there's going to be 3 champions in this area that you can farm very quickly, 2 on the bottom level, then 1 up top. After you kill them, you just wipe and it will respawn you at the top, and you can farm those 3 champions over and over again. That way you don't have to do this like 11 times and you're already done. If you're a solo player, I'd recommend doing the 12-20 version of the Empire Hunts, the lowest difficulty that still has champions. And usually in those Empire Hunts, there's roughly like 4 or 5 along the way, and just farm that over and over again. If you're a solo player, I'd recommend that over the solo Legend Lost sectors. Then when we're done with that, you have to do the final mission of the questline, and this one is going to be in the sludge just like the previous one. It's going to be in the same area as the first mission in the quest, and I really love this area. And our mission bugged out like 4 times, and it stopped spawning in the people that drop the rogues to throw at the shielded enemies, so we had to redo this mission 4 times. Then it finally worked on the 4th try, and we got our Hawkmoon, and that is pretty much it of the questline. You just got to finish out the mission by clearing out the remaining ads and also the boss, and yeah, that's it. Then you have the Hawkmoon, and at the end of this video I'll mouse over all the perks. The first perk on Hawkmoon is actually a random one, so you can check light.gg right now. I'll link it in the comments and description, and you can see what perks can roll in the left side. That's pretty cool that there's exotic with a random roll. Obviously the exotic perk will always be the same, but one perk is random every single time you get it. And I'll be talking more about that perk slot along with just breaking down weapon and PvE in tomorrow's video. This video is just a guide on how to get the weapon as fast as possible. Anyways, that's gonna be it for the commentary. Thanks for watching. Catch you guys next time.